Now will you marry me?
I thought you were 5 years younger.
Dedicated to the ones we love.
She has legs that just won't give up. It's a feeling that really shows. She's a no-nonsense kind of woman. She wears no-nonsense pantyhose.
No-nonsense light support gives you that firm, toned-up feeling all day at a very attractive price.
She makes the most of her day. She gives it all that she's got. She's one busy lady. Her legs never stop. No nonsense. Well, if the attitude fits, wear it. Well, if the attitude fits, wear it.
One perfect color. One perfect coral, only from Revlon.
There's someone exciting inside you, and her eyes are a different color. Durasoft Color's contact lenses can change your eye color to hers. Make your eye color a Durasoft color.
At Hillcrest, our individualized treatment programs are designed to help the body and the soul. Isn't it nice to know we're here when you need us? At Hillcrest, healthcare isn't a race for numbers, but all the lives we touched last year alone equal everybody in the Tulsa Run 33 times over. Isn't it nice to know that we're here when you need us?
Garfield's $2.95 luncheon specials. 10 of them to choose from. That's right, choose any of 10 luncheon specials for only $2.95 each right now at Garfield's.
The other day, a friend of mine said, "Come on over, we'll burn some steaks and chew the fat." Well, unfortunately, he wasn't kidding. Fat was all we chewed. I don't know where he shopped, but it isn't Safeway.
Right now, get more meat, less fat at a special low price on Safeway's quarter-inch super trim boneless beef chuck roasts. Fresh and tender, only $1.29 a pound.
An old friend with a new spirit. Safeway. An old friend with a new spirit. Safeway.
Garfield's extra special dinners from only $4.95. Barbecue brisket, hickory smoked chicken, prime rib, and delicious chicken chimichanga. 4 extra special dinners at Garfield's. Garfield's.
The world is different at night. That's why our news is different at night. Turn to News Center 2 Nightcast for comprehensive, up-to-the-minute news and weather information. That's the home team advantage.
News Center 2. News Center 2. The home team brings it home to you.
The 50s were a special time. They were days of innocence, days of confidence.
Some guys are good lovers and some guys are good fighters.
Days you never forget.
If it was up to me, it would be 1955 forever.
Happy days.
Weekdays at 3 on TV2. It's an all-new production of Sesame Street Live. March 17th is TV2 Family Night, and all tickets are half price. Join Big Bird, Snuffleupagus, and a brand new friend who's out of this world. Join in 90 minutes of singing, dancing, and a once-in-a-lifetime lesson about the alphabet. Half-price coupons are available at all Arby's locations. Enjoy TV2 Family Night at Sesame Street Live, Thursday, March 17th at the Mabee Center.
After a big game, we're always ready for a man's meal, right, guys? Right. Yeah, like Sonic's Steak and Rings combo, right, men? Steak and Rings, a tender, juicy chicken fried steak sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and a big order of Sonic's famous onion rings, all for a special low price. It's a manly man's meal, just perfect for a team full of big eaters, right, guys?
Put it all together. And better than ever. And better than ever.
The Acro Mr. Inside floor mat is tough tweed nylon with a non-slip base. And in March, it's just $4.99 at participating True Value hardware stores.
There's a new push to move a dictator out of Panama.
That's just one of the stories in the Nightcast Digest.
More economic pressure tonight on Panama dictator and accused drug smuggler Manuel Noriega. At the request of the civil president Noriega kicked out of office, the United States is withholding the next payment for the Panama Canal. The United States sends as much as $100 million a year to Panama for the canal.
Meanwhile, the Secretary of Education says the U.S. war on drugs should also involve American troops. William Bennett says armed forces should seal the U.S. border from smugglers and even go to foreign countries to stop the flow of drugs.
The military is also at issue tonight at the NATO summit in Brussels, Belgium. President Reagan is meeting with leaders of 15 other nations at a two-day conference. Although most support the president's new arms treaty with the Soviets, they say more needs to be done to reduce the Russians' conventional forces in Europe.
A shooting spree today in San Antonio. Police say a man jumped from a taxi near the Alamo and randomly shot 4 people with 2 pistols. There's no known motive for the violence, but authorities say the man has a history of arrests on violent charges.
And if you've got a Pontiac Fiero, you now own either a dead duck or an instant classic. General Motors says it is stopping production of the sports car because of poor sales. And for now, that means there are no Pontiacs being made at the GM plant in Pontiac, Michigan.
And that's news from around the world for the 2nd day of March, 1988.
Common knowledge.
There's only one way to get pizza cheaper than at Price Mart. But why go to all the trouble when Price Mart delis have extra low prices every day on delicious fresh-made deli pizzas? And this week you get a free 2-liter Pepsi with a purchase of 2 single-topping deli pizzas, plus a half-gallon Always Save ice cream 88 cents and Kraft Miracle Whip 99 cents a quart. Price Mart. There's only one way to get it cheaper.
If your banker is so smart, ask him why credit unions pay more on checking and savings. Then call an Oklahoma credit union today.
Hopefuls continue their courting of Oklahoma's Super Tuesday voters.
Here, let me help you.
Common courtesy. It's worth a lot. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Funny thing is, if you had to ask for it, you probably wouldn't get it. But you can walk into any Dillard's and find a whole department store stocked full of courtesy. You see, from day one, Mr. Dillard knew that common courtesy wasn't all that common, and that made it a very valuable item. Common courtesy, no extra charge.
If you can save fine fast food folks at Sullivan on Fix Your Fence Friday, we'll give you a free hammer with any fence order of $20 or more.
We want to see your face, we want to sit you down, want you to like our place and have a look around. We want to see you like the little things we do. We want to see you love the way we do seafood. We want to see you eat, see you stay a while, because when you leave, we want to see you smile. At John Silver's, we want to see you happy.
Not a good result from Stillwater. Sports with Al Jerkins when we come back.
My favorite time is fishing with my dad, and I'm glad he stops in Okiebug to see what lures the fish are hitting.
I remember my dad got a tip on white bass at Grand Lake. We loaded up on yellow rooster tails, then
loaded up on the sandies. Now that I've got the time, I go to Okiebug 2 or 3 times a week to keep up on the hot spots in green country. I started fishing with my son 20 years ago, and I'm glad I started this family tradition at Okiebug.
Your fishing tackle headquarters for over 20 years. What's the difference? Bob Dole has pledged to veto any increase in income tax rates. Bush waffles on taxes. Dole was the leader in passing the '85 Farm Bill to save the family farm. Bush had nothing to do with it. Dole is fighting to strengthen President Reagan's INF treaty so the Russians don't cheat. Bush endorsed the treaty before he even read it. Dole opposed selling arms to Iran. Bush supported the arms for hostages deal. Dole, the difference is leadership.